Coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada.
Be the first. I feel the streets because I feel that's my favorite. So I got everything. I see that everything on top of stage.
And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Throwing first play is Herbert. And his first pass is incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert now. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissling. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Another run here with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Short throw to Dissling. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it 2nd down and 11. First carry now for Alexander Madison. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now Minshew. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Forced out to his left. Herbert has it knocked free. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Extra point try now from Dicker. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Well, now how about this return? A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Ran the perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Minshew sets to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now an audible here into something else. On 1st down, Abdullah. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amir Abdullah, 33 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync. and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man, it's Palmer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he brings this one